The shiny gray metallic handgun fits perfectly in the officer's gun holster. His duty was to protect the streets he roams, stopping the conflict around, keeping the people safe in the streets. What if everyone had that power to just walk around with authority having a gun with them at all time? Most people would use these guns for protection, while others would use it for violence. This would result in more conflicts and cause an incline in crimes, making the streets more dangerous for youth growing up.
Many conservatives believe that school staff should be allowed to carry guns. We asked Armin Kivik what his thoughts were.
Um, Maybe just all this gun violence is because people are not sensitive to guns anymore. So no, I don't feel like there should be such like an intimidating person on school grounds at all. No, I don't feel like.
According to a statistic shown, 30 people die daily because of guns. How do we fix this?
Stop putting people in situations where they have to use guns.
Another statistic has been proven that more than 30,000 people die because of guns and 10,000 are wounded by guns. How do we lower this number? We asked Mr. Gibson the same question. Let's see what opinion he has for us.
Go. Yes, it probably would increase the chance of gun violence. I mean, obviously, the more guns you have around, the more potential there is for a problem. I mean, students might have access to it. I understand the reason why you would do it, because you don't want to feel helpless in the situation of a school shooting, but it's probably not the best solution.
Guns always involve some kind of conflict and never come out with the good results. How do we reduce the use of guns for the safety of the country?
I think we need to stop worrying about gun violence and worry about violence in and of itself. I mean, the gun is just one way in which there's anger and there's violence and there's all this bad stuff. And restricting it isn't going to get rid of those violent tendencies. So I think what we have to do as a society, because everything else hasn't worked at this point, what we have to do is we have to address the reason why people are violent in the first place. So mental health, so socioeconomic status, so just general empathy. You know, as a teacher, that's something I want to emphasize, and that's something that we need to focus on, getting people to care about other people.
Even if guns were gone, wouldn't violent crimes still happen?
Yes, they will find other ways to kill people. We've seen this in other countries. You know, Europe can talk about its lower gun homicides, and it's true, but they still have homicides, they still have problems there, they still have violence. You know, seeing what's going on in Europe now, actually, with the Syrian refugee crisis and that tension proves it. So once again, I think we have to look at a larger scope of just violence in general. Why are people violent? And if we don't answer that question, then we can't solve gun violence or any issues like that.
Due to some issues with recording, we weren't allowed to record Police Officer Baker. We asked Officer Baker what would be his solution to reducing gun violence, and he said, "We should make the gun violent crimes a more severe punishment, and doing this will make criminals more hesitant to do violent crimes involving guns, reducing it altogether." The rights that are given to us in the Constitution allow us the freedom to own our guns. Guns are weapons that cannot act without the actions of an individual. Taking away guns will not only change nothing, but strip us of the right given to us by our founding fathers. This issue could escalate to how easy Americans can strip away our basic rights and call for a more unstable and untrustworthy government. The right to bear arms is something that many Americans have had strong position on, but has had many negative effects as a result. Due to the clear difference in homicides with guns compared to other countries, many Americans should consider the consequences of owning these dangerous items. In order for there to be a sense of safety, the gun laws not only need to be strict, but must provide harsher consequences for people who decide to take any evil action with guns. If this occurs, there would be a larger drop in gun deaths, and also keep people from having an easy access to guns as they do now.